Good morning. It is like 7 a.m. Currently like 80 something degrees. And before it gets too hot outside, we're gonna do a little BP right here. Kind of work on that, and we'll do some like infield stuff inside. But yeah, so we're gonna do some hitting out here today. Sorry I haven't posted in a little while. I've just been out of video ideas. But today we're starting back at it. Today is day 1 of my road to the MLB. So we're just gonna work on some hitting. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out how to get this net set up. But I finally got it found out. So let's go. Alright, so I'm filming with no warm-up at all. So I have no clue how rusty I'm gonna be because I haven't done hitting in the past like 3.5 weeks since I haven't posted. So we're gonna start taking some swings at that. I have no grip on this bat, so I'm gonna have to like get some new tape on it and all that. But yeah, it's been a little while, probably a little rusty, so we're just gonna get some hitting done today. Warm up, no warm up needed, I guess. So we're recording on the new phone. We went from the iPhone SE to the iPhone 15, so it's supposed to be better camera quality, I'm hoping. So first video on the new phone, new camera, let's go. Wow. I have no clue how I come up. So we're only gonna see how I'm gonna do. Maybe I need a little warm up, to be honest. This is terrible. There we go. Alright. So I get 5 hits per at bat. So, because I have 5 balls, so I got my 5 hits with the Louisville bat. And I only got 3 hit. 1 landed right back there and kind of went under the net. The other one went behind the camera over there. And so I only got 3 that actually went in the net. So now we're gonna hit 5 with the next bat and just see how that goes from there. We're probably gonna move our stuff a little back more, because I don't know if the sound of that was the bat to the ball or the ball hitting the chair or table behind here. So that's how BP round 1 went. So let's go to round 2. Alright, so I moved everything into a completely new position. So we're out of the shade and more in the sun, just the better lighting. But we got the DeMarini bat now. So we got 5 swings with that as well. So let's hope these go better now that I'm kind of warmed up with the other bat. And my camera is like way far over there. So I hope the audio is picking up because I don't got a microphone. So. That was a little high. Move that just a little bit. Maybe you would want to move it in. Alright, so we're gonna move it back a little bit. It came in a little high. Hopefully that's what I want. If it's not what I want, then we gotta move it closer. Because I don't want it flying over the fence or anything, so. And that was a terrible rollover, so that won't help us out. Coming in a little too close, I think I am, so. I'm also rushing it a little bit, and I don't want that, so. Okay, so we're gonna move this in closer. I think that's what we need for it to pick up the net. So, sometimes I don't want it too close to where I go for the swing. And I nick it. So maybe move it back just like that. There we go. Alright, we got it leveled up. Just take a quick practice swing. Perfect, okay. It's not to where we nick it. It's not even in like a full reach. So we got one last hit with this bat. So let's see if we do any better. So far we've had one bounce off here, the other one bounced off here and out, one rolled over onto here and out, and so far we only got one inside. So right now the Louisville bat's winning, I guess. So we got one more hit with this one, so let's go. Alright, so as you can see, we only got 2 hits inside the net. The other 3 rolled over and they're back there behind me. So now we're going on to round 2 of BP. We got the DeMarini bat we're bringing back out. But yeah, so this tee's a little bent, a little messed up, like my brain. I'm just kidding. But we moved it out more into the sun, so I'll probably squint when I look at the camera because the sun's like right in my view there. And yeah, so we got a whole different setup. And so let's get round 2 going. Start with the Louisville bat again, and hit the DeMarini, and then round 3, Louisville and DeMarini. And we're gonna see where that is between time and the heat, because I gotta leave for my friend's birthday, like 1 o'clock, and it's like 7:15 or something like that. I don't really know, I don't check the time yet. But we're gonna see between the heat and stuff, because I'm already sweating a little bit. But at the same time, I've been out here longer than I've been filming, trying to set up this net and whatnot. So, hoping to get at least 3, maybe 5 rounds of BP out today. So, not ready for that one. Good crack. Lower it a little bit. That was a good one. Got the first ball in already. Got the second one, which made the first ball bounce out and bounce back in, which is honestly kind of cool. We rolled over on that one, so we're just gonna put that out of the way. So we got 2 hits left, 1 rolled over, 2 are in there so far. So that's what we want. The rollover is not what we want. So there's 3. That was a little more of an upswing, which is not the ideal swing. Probably like up, so kind of hit here and then in. We want it more straight through, so it hits, kind of flies in there. So that was weak, but went in. So instead of 3 we got last time, we got 4 in this time. 1 rolled over that back here. So now we're gonna hit with the DeMarini bat and keep it going. I'm not showing any clips of drinking water, but I have my water bottle set right over there, taking sips in between shots. So always gotta stay hydrated, especially with summer coming around. So we're hoping to get, we got 2 with the DeMarini last time, we're hoping to get at least 3. So let's hit this next one, come on. When I try out for club teams and stuff, I'm definitely gonna need some new bats for those when I get those tryouts done. But for now, it's all I have. So it's what I'm practicing with. So the DeMarini's drop 12 here. The Louisville's drop 10. These are pretty light bats. This one's a 29-inch, and this one is a 30-inch. So they're some light work. When I used to play city ball, this drop 12 DeMarini like really got some fire into it. Obviously, I can't use it no more, but this is what we're using right now. So let's get these 5 hits going, and yeah, round 2. And there starts the first upswing that we don't want of the day. Not actually, we had a lot. That kind of, I can tell that it kind of hit through like more of the top here than what we actually wanted. We wanted more center, it went more top. But it still got in the net, so that counts as 1. We got 4 hits left, or 3 hits left. So we're gonna get all 3 of those in. That came in slow, rolled over, but still rolled off the tip here and in. So we're trying to put more power. My own thing is I like upswing it like here and up, and it flies over. which is why we're hitting in between houses. So if it does fly, it at least flies into like yards, which is not what we want though. But unless it like chips it here, chips it here and it flies into a window. So that's why we have the net pretty close up, tee pretty low. So it's the best I can do right now, but it's getting a little hotter, so I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to do. So let's get these next hits going. That was okay. I could feel my stance definitely was not on point with that one. So far we're at 3 in. Last one time we hit with D-Marine, we only got 2, so that's a record beating right now for the D-Marine. We're hoping to get this 4th one in. Alright, that's 4 with the D-Marine and the Louisville bat. So next record on 3, we're gonna try for a 5 in each, because the Louisville hit 3 and then 4, the DeMarini hit 2 and then 4. Throw 5 each, and then we're gonna go outside because it's getting hot out here, and we're gonna start with some infield drills inside. And then there's not really much you can do outside or for outfield drills, which I'm an outfielder, which kind of sucks, but you know, who knows, maybe I can make the switch or be like a all position kind of player. So let's get some work and let's go. Alright, so starting round 3 of BP. We got the Louisville going one last time. This is DeMarini one last time, 5 hits each, 10 balls total. Then we're gonna round it up, take it inside for some infield drills. So that technically went in the net, so I'm counting that as 1. Went a little high here, and then it kind of rolled out and jumped and bounced out because it was a stronger hit. So that counts as 1, so we got 1 in there. Let's hope we get the next 4. There we go, we got 2. These are getting pretty good hits. Oh, that fell. Pretty good hits, nailing right where we want it. Not in here, not here, not here, but here. So we're gonna keep going. So listen to that. Listen to the sound of that. That was a beautiful crack there. But that's 3 in, 2 more. See if we can do any better. There we go with 4. It went in the net and bounced out the net, but it went down with all the other balls here. So that counts as 4 there. So let's hope we get this last 5 in there, and that's all the balls in the net that we need. So. And there we go, 5 even in the net. 2 bounced out, but they were still in the net, so they count. It's 5 even. Let's see how we can do with the DeMarini. So let's go. All right, so we got 5 more hits with the DeMarini. That'll close out BP for the day. But yeah, so we're hoping to get 5 in the net as well as we did with Louisville. So let's keep going. That one was kind of more like up, which is not what I want. Kind of like up here and here. Still roll down in there, which is good. That's what I want. Well, it's not what I want. I mean, going in the net's what I want, but like the hit is not what I want. I want it more center. So. There we go. We got 2 even right now. Trying to make it 3. All right, we got 2 more hits. Hopefully we get both of them in there. No rollovers down, nothing hit up. So this will close out BP for the day. That's 4. All right, last hit, and then we're done with BP. We're gonna go inside and work on some infield stuff. So that's all for BP today. So let's take it inside. and get some infield drills and some like exercises, stretches done in there. Probably gonna throw in like the 2023 World Series game in the back, just kind of little background noise and little backdrop, I guess, while I do my stuff. So yeah, I'll take a quick break to go have some breakfast. Gonna cook up some bacon and whatnot, you know. So wanted to come out here before it got too hot, which obviously it's getting a little hot out here. So we're gonna take it inside and start moving. So let's go. All right, so we're inside now. Finished BP, and I'm gonna be using. Since I'm inside, I'm gonna be throwing against that mattress because I'm not gonna throw against the wall. And I'm gonna be using this tennis ball against the wall. And I'm also gonna be using this, I'm pretty sure to be, yeah, so I'm gonna use this wiffle ball against it. Don't know where it came from, just kind of found it in my garage one day. We have the 2023 World Series Game 3 playing in the background. Fun fact, yesterday, let me pause it here real quick. Nice. How about that though? Actually, wait, we can just do it here. So the other day, he was doing a meet and greet signing at the Arrowhead Mall. And so I went, I got my, I'm going to my friend's birthday later. I got him a D-Backs wallet, because he really needs a new wallet. And I got it signed by Brandon Fod. And I also got my 2023 World Series hat signed by Brandon Fod. So if you want to see those, stick to the end of the video and I'll do a little showing. And maybe throw in some pictures of when I was at the signing yesterday. Or not yet, it wasn't yesterday, it was 2 days ago. But I was really hoping to get like a little interview out of him. But I wasn't allowed to like see him, and I don't think he was there when we got there. So Brandon Fod, if you're watching, check your DMs. Because you know I really want to get a little interview out of you. And maybe some other teammates and let you know, who knows. But yeah, so it was pretty cool. So we got this going on in the background, and we've got some infield stuff we're gonna work on, a little fielding and stuff. We're gonna be throwing it to there. That's gonna be my catching partner guy. So it's gonna ricochet out there, I'm gonna catch it, I'm gonna throw it over there. So that's kind of how it's gonna go for the next little bit. We're gonna go between this and the tennis ball. Maybe throw a little tricks here and there between like Savannah Banana style. So let's. Alright, so that was just quick and easy on the open throw. It's kind of all much we're gonna be able to do for now. But if you didn't see that, it's giving all of Brandon Fod's starting stats from his starting year in 2023. Even though his bio on Fox Sports, the app, says he was drafted in 2020, he started in 23. They're just giving the stats up there. So it's funny how his first starting year is him also starting in games 3 and 4 of the World Series. So, you know, it was a really cool experience for him. Anyway, so much we're gonna do is just a little fielding stuff. But if anybody has any tips, any baseball knowledge, let me know. I'll be happy to take any help between BP and fielding. But I'm only gonna take your suggestions if you look skilled and if like you look, how do I say it? Like, not terrible, you know, but like skilled. If you look like you've played for a while, yeah, I'll definitely take up your suggestions. But if you look like, if you barely started and you think you know everything, I'm not gonna listen to your suggestions. So let's get these next throws going. Alright, so that mess up, I'm not gonna clip out, I'm gonna leave it in. Not to show how bad I am, but to show that no matter, because in games, obviously you're not gonna get it right the first time. No matter when you mess up, attack it and still go for the play. Because I've had my share in games when I've played. Obviously I was out due to certain like knee injuries and whatnot, where I would completely miss the ball, let it bounce, catch it. I didn't mean to lose like that this time. And still find a way to make the play. But we got Corbin Carroll stepping up on there. Favorite player, Brandon Fogg takes second. But Corbin Carroll, favorite player now, in respect to this. Shows that no matter where it goes, you still have time to go and make the play. Not to get mad, not to give up on it. Just to show the initiative, show that you're still willing to put in the effort to the game. No matter what messes up. Because obviously, like, let's say in the UFC, you're catching, right? You get under it, and you miss it, you lose the ball, right? Well, you don't, like if you're in an outfield, right? You miss the ball, you don't just go to whatever. They mess the ball, go for it, and then throw it in. Or if you're fielding, they still go for it and throw it. They don't just go, it's useless. I'll get mad at it. They still go for it. Or like in the spin finish, when they try to do tricks, they don't always get it perfect. Obviously, it takes practice. So like, and like, obviously you saw I caught that, but I messed it up on purpose. It shows that no matter what, it gives you something to work on. So don't call me out for leaving it in or anything. It just shows that it's something to work on, keep it going, So let's hit these next ones. Alright, so it's a little BP, not BP, a little practice with a light ball. We're gonna move to a heavy ball, which is a tennis ball. Obviously not that heavy, but still definitely different speed than what the wiffle ball does. So let's get this next one going. Again, that mess up shows that I didn't give up on the pitch, on the play, but rather went for it and still tried to attack it. So give ourselves a chance to watch this going. Alright, so that's end of the first inning there. With the 2023 Game 3 World Series. I remember sitting, I forgot what game it was, but there was a World Series game on Halloween. I remember sitting there with my dad, handing out candy trick-or-treaters, and just moving this TV out onto our little couch out on the porch there. And a whole bunch of guys would just come up every once in a while, just kind of stand behind us and watch. Obviously we didn't know them. It was like we just moved in, so we were like in the neighborhood and everything. But it was the one game where the D-backs were down like 10-1 against the Rangers. And I mean, the Rangers were absolutely cooking them in that game. I'm pretty sure it was at Chase Field here. But could have been at Globe Life in Texas. But I'm pretty sure it was a game at Chase Field here in Arizona. But yeah, I remember watching that. It was such a cool thing to watch the D-backs in the World Series, because we haven't made a World Series since 2001, from what I know. I really don't know if they made any World Series appearance prior to that and lost. But I'm pretty sure their only World Series appearance besides 23 was in 2001, where they played and they won the World Series there after the team was made in 1998, which I'm pretty sure that's like an early record on the team's creation, their fastest World Series appearance. But so let's keep going. Hit a little BP. Again, day one to the MLB. Dream, play for the D-backs here. So let's go. Every time I go, I'm throwing out of the frame, which is across the living room. I'm hoping to catch it before the second bounce. I'm hoping for it to go bounce and then get to it. Work on my speed, but obviously I'm throwing it here and it's bouncing by halfway. So I'm really running up to it. But you know, whenever you're infielding, you don't wait for the ball to come to you. You always charge the ball. That didn't happen. To get the out. Because the longer you wait for the ball, the more it gives the runner the opportunity to get in. Even less if it's a bases loaded or somebody on third, gives them a chance to score. So you always run for the ball, which is why I'm going towards it. Now I cannot run into that mattress because it's being held with a broomstick that's like cut in half to keep it up against the couch there. And if I run into it, it's gonna knock it over, which happened yesterday, and it's a really pain to get it set back up. So. I was trying to get a little true play in there, but at the same time I didn't want it to bounce, and if you know, you know. So I just kind of stuttered at it and then went for it. But another thing for all my non-baseball people is the reason we don't catch it and then throw, because obviously we're not in the right stance, which will not help us hit our target. This is why we catch it, we quickly set and then throw. I'm gonna try, it's kind of a muscle motion now that I've been doing it for so long. So I'm gonna try to get both comparisons done and hopefully not hit a wall or anything. Done that a couple times and it's not fun. But I'll show you the difference in each, hopefully. If it's not, like the muscle memory would just shut off for a minute to get to it. So let's go. Alright, so as you can see, I quickly shuffled this set so you can see how I set and how that went. And at the game 3 of the 23 World Series, Randy Johnson and Luis Gonzalez were there, throwing out the first pitch and stuff, according to the TV. I'm pretty sure that was the 23 World Series. They didn't really show up at the beginning of the game. Could have been like the first game of the series, because they both were in the 2001 World Series. So, you know, they got their numbers retired here at Chase Field, number 51, number 20. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get that next one set up without setting up our feet and see how that goes. As you can see, when I was going at it, I just kind of went like that. First, avoiding trying to set up my feet. Second off, I was still running without the proper form to throw it in. So instead of going like that to form it, I was just kind of like that, all stumbly. So that's why we quickly get the catch set up and then throw. Because only that is that with the front foot pointing to our target, we throw, and it's kind of like aiming. Like when you're shooting a gun, you have to aim right, get the aim, it's right there, and boom. You hit your target. It's kind of with the foot, you aim, and then like, because like when you're in Little League, you're always taught catch it, step, aim with your glove, and throw. Guys are kind of get older. It's just kind of quick motions, just some boom, boom, quick aim and throw. So it becomes muscle memory. But use your glove and your foot when you set up to aim at your target. So that's just a little thing. I was honestly a terrible one. I came in a little too fast, threw this a little too short, but it's okay. Actually, I came in slow. Look at Chris Christian Walker and his bald head. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I remember my friend and I believe his uncle were able to go to a postseason game. I didn't notice that in the game when the coach was telling Walker to stop at third. He just kind of had the Jets on too hard, so he was told to like shoot it down, which thank God he's out there. But I don't know about that, he's my fan. But yeah, my friend was able to go to some postseason games. I believe he went to one World Series game here in Arizona. I don't really know, but his uncle took him and his sister, I believe. He said it was a really cool experience for them. The stadium vibes were crazy good during the World Series, what he said. So, good for him, really cool. Someday I'd like to experience a World Series game, D-backs World Series game specifically, but any World Series game is fine. But me and that same friend have goals when we're 18 to renovate a bus and drive all over the country, going to every D-backs game outside of Arizona. Or not every, but like one. Like let's say they play the Mets at Citi Field. Then we drive to New York to Citi Field. Let's say they play the Rangers in Arlington. We go to a game there, and then like every once in a while, obviously come for a home game, see the family and stuff. And like if they play in Toronto, get our passports, go to Toronto, and all that. And then hit spring training games. You know, like hit the spring training games to Arizona, and then go and choose a team to follow in Florida. Probably something like definitely not the Astros or the Yankees. Those two are the teams I hate the most. Probably like follow like the Red Sox. I remember going to their stadium in 23. Huh. I just realized I went to their stadium, to the Red Sox stadium in 23 during the postseason for the World Series. But yeah, it's a pretty cool experience. Probably follow the Red Sox around Florida for those spring training. And back, y'all probably don't want to hear me yapping after this video because I did a lot of yapping with BT. So get back to them, we're gonna do a couple more throws with this ball, and then kind of alternate to the wolf ball. So this time we're gonna do like a closer, and that thing just hit like 85, 90 miles off of Max Scherzer's, I'm supposed to kind of name, elbow. He's probably out this for that. I don't remember, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna keep going. Let's go. Yeah. These next ones, we got one more throw with the tennis ball, and we're going back to the wolf ball. I don't know. Oh, Nathaniel. Before he was traded to DC, I don't know if he was actually traded or or his contract with Texas was up. But before that, he was my mom's favorite player because she's a Rangers fan. My dad's a Dodgers fan, and me and my siblings are all D-backs fans. So, you know, that we're rooting for the home team. When my mom came to America from Romania in 2005, the Rangers were kind of the first team she heard of. So, that's the team she's been going for ever since. I don't know the thing with my dad and Dodgers, but because he's been in Arizona his whole life. He was born in Arizona, raised in Arizona, I believe. Went to school in Arizona. So, I don't know what the deal with Dodgers is, but yeah. So we make a lot of trips out to LA, and then not because of like Dodgers games, all just because LA is really cool. It's only 6 hours away, so. But most of the times we go to LA, we do like we go at like 2 a.m. and we hit opening at Disney. So we hit Disneyland the whole day. Then we go to a hotel and sleep. Hit LA in like the morning, mid-afternoon, or like morning, afternoon-ish, and then by evening we're back here at home. So we only spend 1 night, 2 days in LA. I don't know why we don't like go to LA and then hotel and Disney. You know, kind of give us more energy, but somehow we have all the energy. Obviously, it's for the body pains when we wake up at 2 and hit Disney all the way at midnight, but who knows? But yeah, so. That was terrible. Oh, my knee. landed on my knee, and I've had knee problems mostly my left here. I can't and stuff. I had crutches. When I performed the Sunday music, that whole tech week I was in crutches, so I kind of learned to perform without my crutches. And it hurt a lot, especially doing the waltz, but I felt something in this knee and it hurt really bad, so I'm gonna keep going. But again, I was like kind of shuffling for the ball, didn't give up on the play, kind of showing the energy I bring to whatever team I play for in the future. But again, stick to the end of the video if you want to see some pictures and my signed baseball hat and my signed wallet from Brandon Fogg. So let's go. Well, dang. Quickly, I'm gonna name 3 D-backs that I really want back on the team. Or ex-D-backs now. One went from Arizona, St. Louis to New York. And from that lineup, you probably know who he is. He went to the Yankees. I don't like the Yankees, but Paul Goldschmidt, number 44 with the Diamondbacks. First baseman, went to the Yankees, disappointing. But you know, Paul, you gotta like come back to Arizona game. And then Evan Longoria retired, number 3 third baseman. Now we have Gino Suarez playing. And then Christian Walker was traded to, he rejected a contract with the D-backs for an extension and went to Houston, so now he plays for the Astros, which I also hate. You 3 come back to the team, gang. So, or guys, I don't mean gang in any bad way. Yeah, there were 3 good players, but let's keep it going back to this. And I'm still charged for that one. Obviously, of course, I messed it up, but you know. I'm getting dizzy with the constant spinning. All right, let's see if we can hit a nanish side trick play. There we go, a little between the leg action, you know. Boom, oh, boom, boom, let's go. So yeah, so let's keep going. Once you get to the ball, immediately close the glove, don't, because that lets the ball sink out. But it's currently like 8:30 here. There goes my ball. It's currently like 8:30, so I'm grabbing my water bottle. Using this Dunkin' cup with the Trump 2024 sticker. So it's good he won. Because obviously we don't need that cackling hyena as our president. Anyways, back, not trying to get into politics, sorry, back to this. Obviously he's gonna stay hydrated. Whether you're inside or outside, no matter what, always keep hydrated. But yeah. That honestly wasn't too bad. At least that didn't damage the TV here. So that's kind of what happens when you don't set and you're not in the position to throw. It just kind of doesn't go where you want. Thank God that went to the back and hit the stand and not the actual TV, because I would have been cooked. But at the same time, I'm dealing with that small target. But it's alright. So let's keep running, keep going, and that's the prime example why you set before you throw. Alright, so I'm going to get a little hit with the tennis ball done. I'm just trying to give this a try and see how it goes. Let's go. See, I went really with that. Took the first bounce I had and didn't throw. And so let's. If I fully body slammed into that, I would have been so cooked. But let's keep it running. I'm gonna try the bananas trick play on here with the tennis ball. Obviously it's bouncier. So if you see me like stutter with the stance, you'll see me not nailing that. So let's keep it running. That's not really how I wanted it, but I still got it, kind of. So I'll count. So again, I'm trying not to go so fast until I stand in the matches. Fast enough to where I only catch one bounce on the tennis ball and stuff, but not slow to where I get 2 or 3 bounces out of it. So speed, the control, is the key to feeling. I think my body was blocking that one, but when I was trying to pick up the ball, I kind of got caught in my glove like this. So I went like that. Ugh. You know that feeling when like jam your nail inside? That was me. I hurt really bad. It's not important. But I kind of like went inwards. Kind of got caught like here, so it's going back out. I don't know if that was visible, but like on the second bounce, I was trying to feel it hit off my glove, just followed up, caught it, and still went for it. Now, once that messed up, I don't know if you caught on camera, me going behind it there, but I still try to hit that. I aim for the mattress instead of where I'm actually supposed to throw, which is right there. Only because first of all, I didn't want that to happen or to like hit a wall or anything. So, but that's one of the imperfections you really can't fix. Or you can fix it, but it's one of those imperfections in a game that you can like, not give up, but give up. So obviously try to get it into your fielder, but don't try so hard where you lose control. You know? That's also not what you want, is if the bounce off and go. Because that's equivalent in game to your fielder trying to catch it and going like that. It's kind of hitting away from you. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut it there for the day. So I've been up since about 5:45, doing scroll on Instagram until about 6:15. Then got up and started BP. Came to here, it's about 8:30, 8:40 around there. So I got to calm down, kind of get my body heat down, get my dogs taken care of. And I have a birthday party to get to. But real quick, I'm gonna go grab my Brandon Fod stuff, as long as clipping some pictures, so you can see the proof of me getting my Brandon Fod stuff and all signed. So let's keep her going. No. All right, so here's the little stuff I got when I went to meet Brandon Fod. Funny how he's also, when I'm showing this, he's also pitching. So anyways, let's get the starting going. So we have the wallet I'm giving to my friend. It's a D-backs wallet. As you can see right here, it's got the Brandon Fod signature on it. So I got him to sign that. I was thinking to either sign it against the A or along here, but I thought it'd be here, pretty easy for Brandon. I'm like setting stuff down. And then I have this picture I bought. I didn't get him to sign it here at the bottom, only because they were charging, if you wanted to go take a picture, it was free, but to sign stuff, they were charging $40 per ticket per signing. So like, let's say I wanted to get these two, the wallet and this signed, I had to get 2 tickets, $80 just like that. Unless I wanted him to sign a jersey or a bat, then I had to pay $50 for a ticket. So, but it was cool. So I didn't get him to sign it, but I just kind of bought it. It was pretty cool. It's got Brandon Fod on it, number 32, the Arizona Diamondbacks. And then I have the tickets of like authenticity that I got him to meet him and sign stuff. Right here, there's little grooves that you can see because they rip off stuff to make sure to like invalidate the tickets, I guess. And then here's my 2023 World Series hat. Let me make sure it's in the frame. Here's my 2023 World Series D-backs hat. And then across the A, there's the Brandon Pfaadt signature. So, yeah. In my full-length videos, I normally take clips and I make the outro like that, a little cap cut editing. But instead, I'm gonna turn that intro into just pictures of me meeting Brandon Pfaadt. There's this one picture I was taking of him in line. I mean, I didn't notice, but he actually saw the camera, and I was kind of hoping he didn't. I didn't want to look creepy. So he saw the camera, and he's posed for a quick little smile for that, which is really funny. And obviously, I got my picture with him and stuff, so it was really cool. But now we're gonna cue this outro and cue Brandon Pfaadt picture with me and him alone. Let's go.